Hey everybody, this is John at The Past is Alive. This is my brand new YouTube channel. This is my very first video. I am the younger brother of Eric from the Jabs Family YouTube channel, which is a freaking awesome channel. It's all baseball related, baseball cards, all that good stuff. I primarily collect vintage toys, action figures from the 80s and 90s, mostly. Also collect baseball cards too, mostly just rookie cards from the 80s and 90s and some 70s as well. I've been collecting cards for a long time. I have a pretty big collection, so moving forward, I definitely want to show you that and also show you more of my toy collection. I've been collecting for about 6, 7 years now, buying back a lot of my old toys that I had when I was a kid, but I try and buy everything mostly new, so they're a lot more expensive nowadays. But I got a pretty big collection. I have a lot of stuff. I have upon thousands of dollars invested in toys. Um, so I wanted to make this video and this channel overall to showcase the stuff I buy that I collect. Also maybe do some giveaways like Eric does here and there, and just highlight my pickups from flea markets, antique malls, auctions, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys all enjoy it. Like I said, bear with me. It's my first video, so I don't have a tripod. I'm using my iPhone to film this. But this haul here on the desk. This is from this weekend alone. I went to the Monroeville Steel City Comic Con on Friday, which is a big toy convention. They have celebrities that attend. It's pretty cool. They do it every 4 months. It's about 30 minutes outside Pittsburgh. So I found some stuff there. And then Eric and I yesterday we went to Lancaster for the day and went to 9 or 10 places, baseball card shop. It was pretty cool. And then today we also went out to a couple flea markets and found some stuff. So this is from this weekend, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know down below what you collect. I'm really interested to hear it. I'll definitely respond back to all of you. And yeah, let's tear into this stuff. The very first things I want to talk to you about and show you are the pickups that I had on Friday morning at Steel City Comic Con in Monroeville. Tons and tons of toys. I did find some Ghostbusters stuff I did not have, which is kind of hard to believe because I have so much, which you guys will see later on. But the very first thing I picked up is this Screaming Heroes Winston Zedmore, which I did not have. This is my very first of this particular series, which I have tons of the other figures, but for some reason I never picked these up. These came out in 1989. These are from. There's actually a contest here, which you could win some Ghostbusters 2 stuff. Uniform, also the neutron blaster on there as well, which is pretty neat. But love these figures. I love the vibrant colors of the card. This one was actually 40 bucks. I offered him 25. He took it. It was actually a vendor called D&E Collectibles. They have a store in downtown Pittsburgh. They specialize in vintage toys. Really cool guys. So they hooked it up. Gave me 15 bucks off. So 25 bucks, and it's not punched either. So this is basically a case fresh figure. You know, the bubble is firm on there. Yeah, it's very pristine. So I was pretty stoked to get this for so cheap. So those guys were awesome for hooking it up. And then the next one I came across that I have been wanting for quite a few years now. See it sometimes. If I do see it on eBay, it's usually overpriced and the card is usually really beat up. But this one, for how heavy this thing is, it's Nightlight Aim Radio. It's got some weight to it. It probably weighs about 2-3 pounds to be on a cardboard card. So usually when you see these, the bubbles are starting to rip off the card, things like that. This one's actually really good. So it's been well preserved, which is tough to find for these things if you do find them. So this is from I think 87, I want to say, around there. I love the Ghostbusters novelty stuff. I have so much of it, so it was really awesome to pick this up out to my collection. It still has the Toys R Us sticker, the now defunct Toys R Us, so that's pretty cool. The price tag is 50 bucks. I wasn't having that because when I used to see them sell a couple years ago on eBay, they were selling for like 35 bucks a piece, and they weren't too bad. So I offered the guy 30 bucks. He wasn't having it. He said 35. I wasn't having it, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm walking away. That's fine, keep it. And he's like, all right, I'll do 30. So that was pretty cool. So just trying a little bit to haggle with them and get the deal that I think is best for it. So I walked away with that for 30 bucks. So between the first and second figure, you know, I saved 35 bucks. So doing a little haggling goes a long way. So that worked out pretty well. And then the last thing I picked up while I was at Steel City Con, really cool. It's still in the plastic. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to open this up or not. This is a vintage Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade poster from Pepsi, 1989. Promotional poster for the movie. So this is pretty freaking awesome. I've never seen these before. This lady had like a whole stack of them. They were like, I don't know, she probably had like a little less than a dozen. They're $5 a piece. So I'm deciding to hang that up or just keep it in the plastic or what. But I've never seen them, so that's pretty cool. All right, next up, my brother and I went to Lancaster Saturday. I didn't really find too much stuff. There was tons and tons of toys. We mostly went to antique malls. So if you watch Eric's videos, you'll see my expression on the one antique mall we go to, which is filled full of toys. But all the prices were so expensive. I just couldn't fathom paying eBay prices for everything, or more than eBay prices. Like, I like to feel like I'm getting a good deal when I'm buying stuff, especially at places like that. So I just couldn't find anything. But we did go to a baseball card shop, which I'm sure you'll see in one of his videos here soon. He'll do a video on it, which was an alright shop. I found some stuff there. I found these two rookies, which I did not have. Nothing major. Roberto Alomar 88 Fleer update, which they refused to cut me a deal on it. It books at $2. I paid $2 for it, but I didn't have it, and if I were to buy it on eBay, it'd probably be $4 or $5 with shipping anyway. So I said, what the hell, I'll buy it anyway. So I picked that one up for $2, and then this was a lot better refined. This Daryl Strawberry 83 Tops traded for $10. Books for $25. Even on eBay, you really can't find it for less than $20 really, and that's not graded either. So I feel like this is a pretty good pickup, and the corners on it are pretty sharp too, for the most part. So happy to add that to my personal collection. But that was really all I found in Lancaster. So, all right. So next up, today I had a little better day than yesterday. I did find some baseball cards. I did find some toys. Eric and I went out. Two different flea markets, one in Perryopolis and one in North Versailles, Pennsylvania. And I had some better luck today. At the first place we stopped, I picked up this Ken Griffey Sr. rookie card from 1974 from the baseball card vendor there. He only wanted $1 for it. So me collecting only rookie cards, I could not turn it down. I don't have this one. It's a little off center, but I'm not really too worried about it. It's for my personal collection, so not really that big of a deal. Corners aren't too bad on either. They're pretty sharp for the most part. So for $1, I could not walk away from this one. There was also another guy there selling cards, and this place is pretty dead. So we sifted through his cards, Eric and I, and I found some rookie cards. Nothing major. This is a Paul Konerko 94 Upper Deck. This is actually a minor league card, so it's not a rookie card, but still, I didn't have it. First year card, I did not have it. So 10 cents. I figured, what the hell, I'll buy it. Next up, Trot Nixon 94 Collector's Choice. I think I already have like 2 or 3 of this card, but for a dime, I'm not gonna turn it down. Same with Dave Justice. Won't turn it down for a dime, even though I think I have a few of it already. But the next one's the best one. I feel like Billy Wagner. For a dime, I think his book's at like $2.50. 94 Collector's Choice. I think I do have a couple of this card, but yeah, it's a good deal. I'm not gonna walk away from it, turn it down. So did all right there for there being really not too much of what I collect overall. Next up there, I found this mystery bag. Not really too much of a mystery, but the Super Nintendo games. And these are pretty cool. I got a good deal on these. I really couldn't turn it down at all. NBA Live, pretty generic game. You can pick those up on eBay for a couple bucks. Not really too crazy there. This Batman Returns game, even though there's some weird stains on there. I used to freaking love this game. I had a Super Nintendo when I was younger. Briefly. I don't really know what ever happened to it, but I played this game like literally a couple times a week, like the whole way through, and beat it every time. It was such a fun game. So if you ever get the chance to check it out, definitely do so. It's an awesome game. And then the next one, I picked up this one, which I don't know if I ever played the Clay Fighter for the SNES. Definitely played for the Sega, and I don't know if you guys remember it or not, but it was basically the same thing as Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, mostly Mortal Kombat it resembled, but it was like claymation figures, so it was a pretty neat game for the time. I remember, I think we had a neighborhood friend that had this game, and we'd go down and play it all the time, and I think we would rent it sometimes too. So I picked up all 3 of those games for not very much at all, so I really couldn't walk away from those, so I was pretty happy with that. That was it for the Perryopolis flea market. After that, we went to Rossi's, which is about, I think it was about 45 minutes away from the first stop. So there was a lot more stuff there. I found some good buys. So that was pretty neat. The very first thing that we went to, I purchased this guy, which is pretty cool. It's a Men of Metal SWAT Team Sharpshooter. This caught my eye right away. It was made by Mattel in 1988. So I love Carter figures. I love toys from the 80s and 90s, especially action figures. I don't remember ever seeing these in stores when I was younger. If I did, I didn't really pay too much attention to them. So it had a $2 price tag on it. I offered the guy $1. He took it. So this is pretty cool. I'm probably going to throw this in a lot to give away at some point in time. So keep an eye out for that if you guys are interested. But they sell for like 10-15 bucks on eBay a piece, but I'll throw it in a lot with some other stuff, so that'll be pretty cool if anybody's interested. And next thing I found is this, this thing got a dollar shelf outside. So, and I love collecting vintage retail stores, especially ones that are now defunct, like Toys R Us. So I didn't have these. I have tons of Toys R Us stuff. Whenever the store went out of business, I raided their dumpsters, went to like 8 or 9 different Toys R Us's and dumpster dove, took tons and tons of stuff out. I found a new tablet. I found tons of crap in their dumpsters. They literally threw away everything. So I have a pretty big and extensive collection of Toys R Us random junk. That's pretty neat. But I never found these in the dumpsters, so it was cool to find some new merchandise. And these were $1 a piece. They're like it's kind of like, I think they're lunch bags. So I should pay less than $1 a piece for those. So that was pretty cool. And then also on the same shelf was this really old vintage Looney Tunes plate that just needs cleaned off. But I don't know if this is from the early 80s or the 70s. Pretty old, but I figured for $1, I'm not going to walk away from it. So I'm going to give it a shine. And then I don't know if I'm going to keep it for my personal collection or throw it on eBay or something. And then the same exact guy, this dollar shelf, also had cards. I bought some random packs. I couldn't wait any longer. I ripped them open. There was like 95 Flitter Ultra and a couple other ones. I didn't really get any good, but I didn't open these yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep these or not. 88 Tops. Not a very great set, as I'm sure you all know. You get Ken Kennedy rookie on there. You have Tom Glavine rookie. Other than that, there's really nothing too big at all as far as that set goes. So I may just keep these sealed like this. There's really no stars in the front, nothing like that. It would have been cool if there had been a Ken Kennedy on the front, but oh well. And then I did find this 88 Gauntlet was also in there. So these were 4 for $1, which is pretty awesome. And there's an Outlighter rookie card in there. So that's pretty freaking cool that I got that. I'm probably not going to rip these open just yet. Probably keep them just to have them. I love rack packs. I used to buy rack packs when I was a kid all the time. At a store called Hills. I absolutely love that store. So I might just keep these, hang on to them for now. Open them some other day. I don't know. Next up was this Lion King VHS tape that is still sealed. This was $1. So I couldn't really walk away from this. I probably won't keep it. I'll probably throw it up on eBay for a few bucks. But pretty good pickup though, I feel like. Kind of nice. So that was neat. And the last thing that I found there was pretty freaking weird. Actually, there's 2 more things left. I'll show you this first. I don't really know anything about these at all. This is a random bag of magic cards. My buddy's like super into this stuff. I might consult him, have him look through these. I haven't even really looked through these at all. These were from 1993, apparently. And this entire shelving unit was basically like untouched for like years. It looked like that there was like dust on stuff. There was stuff buried, which I'm sure you'll see in Eric's video later on. You'll see how messy it was and everything. So maybe I'll go through those in a future video and see if I have anybody good. But I'm gonna see if my friend knows anything about those first. He definitely does, but we'll see if there's any value to him. But the very last thing I got from there, and the weirdest, didn't expect it. Eric saw it and he's like, what is in there? Is there baseball cards in there? Maybe some good rookie cards, something. Check it out. So I opened it up, and what do you guys think's in here? Baseball cards? No. There's an entire binder full of New Kids on the Block clippings, photos from concerts. This was 1990. There's just tons of New Kids on the Block stuff in this binder. So definitely a diehard fan had this and made this scrapbook. Lots of pictures from a tour or random concerts. Newspaper clippings. This is from an actual like fan club that they had. Some lady belonged to. The lady that made the binder, I guess. More clippings from newspapers. Very, very random. And this was a buck, so I was like, what the hell? I'm going to buy that. Maybe somebody will want to buy that for a little bit of money. It is pretty cool. I guess if you're a huge New Kids on the Block fan, then you can appreciate that. I'm really not. I never have been, so it doesn't really do much for me. So that I will throw on eBay, probably for a few bucks. So if you love New Kids on the Block, that's for you. The very last thing here that I'm very excited to open with one hand because I don't have a tripod, so bear with me here. I want to freaking open this thing glued shut. Alright, that thing open. This looks like Christmas wrapping paper. Pretty neat. And I hate when people ship me stuff like this. I hate it. As a buyer and as a seller on eBay, you know, vintage toys, you don't jam into a box like this. You can see the one card's already bent. I don't know if it was like that or if it's from shipping. Kind of looks like it's from shipping. I don't know. But there's virtually no protection at all whatsoever in this bag, or this box, I mean. And if you don't have protection on the box, then you're going to have crushed bubbles, you're going to have separated bubbles, you're going to deal with all that stuff. So at least use paper to protect them. I definitely like to use bubble wrap for vintage toys that are still attached to the card. You don't want them to get banged up. I mean, they're collectible. You're not. I mean, most people aren't buying action figures and tearing them out of the package. It's not why you're paying tons and tons of money for it. You know, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just buy them loose for a few bucks. So this toy line from 1990, 1991. I didn't really have too many of these. I don't know if you'll remember them. It's a very forgotten about cartoon and toy line. These are my first ones I've ever bought, but I could not pass up on the deal of these at all. It was too good of a deal. This is from Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates. It debuted in 1990, the fall of 1990, and it ran until 1991, about 70 episodes. But it was really cool Peter Pan show. Really cool take on the whole thing. But I definitely had this figure when I was younger, so I was like stoked when I came across this a lot. I got all three of these guys for less than 20 bucks shipped. And this Captain Hook by himself usually sells for about 30 from what I've seen in the past. So pretty neat. You can see there's 8 of them in the line, and there's a bunch of plush figures. Now, see, the thing I hate about this, these are my first ones of this toy line. Usually when I buy one, I feel like I have to collect the entire set. And I don't know if I'll do that with these or not. But like I said, I just saw a good deal and I couldn't even pass up on it. So thing that kind of sucks about the Captain Hook is the bubble is a little bit separated from the car right there, so that kind of sucks. Not something that I saw in the actual eBay listing. They failed to mention that, but I mean, for the price of these, I could not beat that at all. And then Peter Pan is like the most sought after of this toy line for the few people that collect these. But you know, I've seen him sell for $30, $40 before when he does pop up. So the fact that I got him for a couple bucks is outstanding. These actually, I think I paid three some bucks a piece for these, and then I paid shipping too. Wendy also, when she does pop up, it's usually about $30. So I feel like all in all, it's about $90 in toys basically, for less than 20. So that's pretty cool. And these are my first of the toy line, so I'm pretty excited to have these. And the cartoon was really cool too. Check it out. I'm gonna throw the intro on here for you guys real quick. See if you remember. Recap on that. Pretty cool nostalgia. So I'll throw that in here too. But that's basically about it. That's from this weekend alone. So these will go in my personal collection. I'm pretty excited about those. And I will continue to try to make more videos for you. I mean, I have tons and tons of stuff to show you for my personal collection. And I also put a link for my toy page. You can check out some of my collection there too on Instagram. I'll put that down below. So check it out. And thanks a lot, guys, for watching my videos. I'm going to be doing giveaways and everything else. So, you know, definitely give me some comments on this video. Tell me if you liked it or not. Tell me what you collect. You know, everything like that. I'll definitely respond to all of them. So I had fun making this video. I love talking about toys. So yeah, let me know what you collect and everything else in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.